Today, we're going to be discussing the critical importance of lockout-tagout procedures. Proper lockout-tagout is an essential safety practice for any work environment where equipment, machinery, or systems need to be de-energized and isolated prior to servicing or maintenance. Failing to follow lockout-tagout protocols can lead to serious injuries or even fatalities. So let's get into the key elements of an effective lockout-tagout program and why it's important that every single one of us follows these procedures to the letter. First off, what exactly is lockout-tagout? It refers to the practice of placing locks and tags on energy-isolating devices, such as circuit breakers, valves, or switches. This isolates the energy source and prevents the equipment from being accidentally restarted or re-energized while work is being performed. The lockout device itself is a physical lock, like a padlock, that secures the energy-isolating device in a safe position. And the tagout component involves placing a visible warning tag on the lock or isolated equipment to indicate that it should not be operated. Together, the lockout and tagout elements create a reliable barrier that protects workers from the release of hazardous energy, whether that's electrical, mechanical, hydraulic, pneumatic, or any other form. OSHA has very specific requirements around lockout-tagout procedures in the workplace. The OSHA lockout-tagout standard lays out the minimum criteria that employers must follow to safeguard workers who service or maintain machines and equipment. This includes things like developing and implementing a written lockout-tagout program and procedures, providing training for all affected employees, inspecting lockout-tagout procedures at least annually, and ensuring proper lockout devices are available and used correctly. Failure to comply with the OSHA standard can result in serious fines and penalties. But more importantly, skipping these critical safety steps puts your team at tremendous risk of injury or even death. That's why it's absolutely important that everyone follows the proper lockout-tagout protocols every single time. Even a momentary lapse can have catastrophic consequences. Think about the potential hazards we're dealing with from uncontrolled release of electrical, mechanical, or hydraulic energy. That kind of power can crush, electrocute, or dismember a worker in an instant. The injuries are often devastating and life-altering. And it's not just the individual worker who's impacted. A serious lockout-tagout related incident can also lead to massive financial and legal consequences for the company through workers' comp claims, OSHA fines, and potentially even civil lawsuits. Lockout-tagout isn't just a nice-to-have safety practice. It's an absolute necessity, both for protecting our team and safeguarding the long-term viability of our organization. We have to treat it with the utmost seriousness and discipline, every single time. Double-check your work, speak up if you ever see something unsafe, and look out for one another. Together, you can keep your job sites secure, our team safe, and our company thriving for years to come.
Click the link below in the description to request a demo.